Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NFL Game of the Week and welcome to Week 11 of the 2022 season. Today we've got two matches for you. Later we'll be live from the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City as the San Francisco 49ers face the Arizona Cardinals. But in a matter of moments we'll go to Mile High Stadium in Denver as the Las Vegas Raiders pay a visit to the Denver Broncos. The Raiders are 2-7 and the Broncos are 3-6. Las Vegas without a win on the road this season, 0-5. But they defeated the Broncos in Week 4 at home, a 32-23 victory. The Raiders are led into the field of battle by Derek Carr. Going into this game, he's recorded 2,128 yards with 13 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. The Broncos have Russell Wilson on their side, 1,980 yards, 7 touchdowns, also with 5 interceptions. Who's going to take the win in this AFC East clash? Let's find out as we go to Denver for our first game of the day, the Raiders and the Broncos. So there's the kick and we're underway. The Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos in this week's first of two featured matchups. We'll be live from Mexico City coming up next, but we're starting things off at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The Las Vegas Raiders to start with the ball, kickoff taken to the 27-yard line. And Derek Carr coming out onto the field for the first time in this game. There's the snap. Waits a little bit. Pass is caught by number 84 down past the 40 on the 43. 16-yard pass to start things off there from Derek Carr, Cole Sr. with the catch, number 84 for the Las Vegas Raiders. There's the snap. 1st and 10 once again for Las Vegas. Pass is caught. And they'll get another first down from that. 34 total yards passing here from Derek Carr. Only 2 plays. Good day for the Raiders offense so far at the home of the Super Bowl 50 champions. 1st and 10 once again for Las Vegas. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff, steps back to pass. It's caught. And inside the 25, down at the 23. 1st and 10 once again. 51 total yards so far from Las Vegas. They're getting closer and closer to the end zone as we speak. Clock keeps ticking here in the first quarter. Now the handoff. And nothing there. No gain, no loss. 2nd and 10 coming up on the next play for the Raiders. Here we go. There's the snap, fired away, pass is caught, and past the first down line, onto the 7. 1st and goal here for Las Vegas. Less than a minute to go now in the first quarter. Beautiful catch there. And now on 1st and goal. What are they going to do? Handoff from Carr. Still going, but stopped just before the end zone. Down at the 3. 2nd and goal. Coming up for Las Vegas. Less than 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And now, will they have enough time to snap it? 3, 2, 1. And they do get it. And past the defenders into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders as time expires in the first quarter. Now the point after touchdown. The kick is good. And at the end of the first quarter, It is Las Vegas 7, Denver 0, thanks to a last-minute touchdown by the Raiders. 3 minutes back on the clock here at the Mile High Stadium in Denver, Colorado. And when we showed that exterior shot of the stadium, you could see the mountains off in the distance, the beautiful scenery of the beautiful state of Colorado on display here today. Return is carried to the 29. 1st and 10 coming up. And the offensive line for Denver coming out for the first time. The Las Vegas Raiders held the ball for the entirety of the first quarter, and now the Denver Broncos looking to level things up. It's a one-touchdown game here at Mile High Field. There's the snap. Russell Wilson fires it away. A long pass past the 50, and now down at the 41. 30 yards, the first pass today for Russell Wilson. Quite a pass it is. What a game for Denver. There's the snap. Stepping back to pass. It's caught. And misses the tackle there. 8-yard catch. Saubert takes it to the 33. 2nd and 2 coming up here for the Denver Broncos. But what's also coming up is the 2-minute warning. And 2 minutes to go before halftime here at Mile High Field. Or Empower Field at Mile High, I guess it's called now. Quite an interesting scoreboard you see there, the horse statue on the top. I like that. Adds a little bit of decoration. Carried past the 25, down on the 22. Murray with the first rush of the day. And 11 yards to give the Raiders the first down again, as the clock continues to tick. There's the snap, stepping back to pass, now decides to run, inside the 20, steps out of bounds. 3-yard run there from Russell Wilson, the first time the quarterback runs the ball in this game. And 2nd and 7 coming up for Las Vegas as the clock stops due to the out-of-bounds step there. There's the snap and the handoff, and still going inside the 5, down at the 4. 1st and goal coming up for Denver. The Broncos looking to tie things up here as time continues to run at Mile High Field. Murray with quite the run. Carries the ball all the way to the 4. And it's 1st and goal for Denver. Oh, that wasn't... I don't know what he was doing there. Maybe a bit of a self-defense move. He throws it away. And 2nd and goal for Las Vegas. Exactly 1 minute to play here before halftime. Again, the ball on the 4-yard line. There's the snap, and the pass is incomplete once again, and Farrell Jr. seems to be injured here, so we'll take a timeout. 3rd and goal coming up for Denver. Las Vegas on defense. And Russell Wilson looking to inspire the offensive line to a touchdown before halftime. Let's see if he is able to do so. It's 3rd and goal for the Broncos coming up on the next play. Ball on the 4-yard line. 58 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. There's the snap, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Compton is injured, but the Broncos still score. It's 7-6, and now the point after touchdown. The chance to tie it up with 55 seconds to go before the half here at the Mile High Stadium. Empower Field at Mile High, the correct term. My apologies. Here we go. Point after touchdown for Denver. There's the snap and the kick is good. 7 apiece with 55 seconds to go before halftime. It is an even ball game here at the Mile High Stadium. And the home crowd celebrating after the Broncos get the tying touchdown. The kickoff just moments away here as the Raiders will get the ball one more time, at least one more time before halftime. You never know what can happen in 55 seconds, especially when both teams have all 3 timeouts still unused. Well, this is a bit of an intermission, but here we go. There's the kick. In the end zone. He doesn't kneel, he'll keep going. And past the 20, down on the 22. And that is where Derek Carr's offensive line will start here today. As the Raiders get the second possession of the game. Alright. The offensive line for Las Vegas coming back out here. 1st and 10 on the 22. 52 seconds remain before halftime. Pass is caught. Pushed back a little bit. And a gain of 6 on that play. Although I don't think he had gotten... I don't think he was at the 6-yard mark by the time he went down. Nonetheless, 2nd and 4 coming up for the Raiders here. And 15 seconds to go before halftime. And there's the snap. Carr fires it away. Down just before the out-of-bounds line. And a timeout taken here in the second quarter. 7-7, all tied up before halftime. 3rd and 2, 5 seconds. Really nothing to lose here for Las Vegas. So I have 2 words for the Raiders. Hail Mary. Everyone loves to see a high-intensity play like that. Question is, are we going to see it here? Let's find out with what will most likely be the last play of the half. There's the snap. Carr waiting, fires it away. There's the Hail Mary. And a huge pile. Grasping for the ball. 7-7 at the end of the second quarter. So here's the kick in the third quarter underway at Mile High Stadium. Las Vegas 7, Denver 7. And the Broncos getting the ball to start off the third quarter. Return taken to the 20-yard line. And Russell Wilson leading the offensive line back out onto the field here. See what the home team can do as they get the ball again. 7 rushing yards from Las Vegas, 29 from Denver in this game, and Denver racking up some more passing yards there as they get the first down. 12-yard catch for number 28, and the 83rd yard allowed by Las Vegas. 54 passing and 29 rushing. Murray with the catch on that play for the Broncos, his first of the day. Wilson waiting for a little bit. Pass is caught, and it is another first down for the Denver Broncos. Right on the line, gets pushed back a little bit, but he still was there. So another first down. 3 first downs, 3 plays for the Denver Broncos. 3 rushing yards and 7 passing yards today. The offensive breakdown for the Broncos. There's the snap. Wilson will go down. And there's the first sack of the game. Crosby, you can give credit to. 2nd and 15 now for Denver. A 5-yard loss on that play as we take a look at the replay here. Boom. Russell Wilson goes down. And now a minute to play in the third. 2nd and 15 for the Denver Broncos. There's the snap. Wilson steps back to pass. And he stepped back too far, and for the second time in a row, he gets sacked. It's 3rd and 26. 3rd and 26 coming up here for Denver. Wilson gets sacked twice in 2 plays. And now they're going to need a really long pass to get out of this hole. Let's see if they can manage it. 15 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. This will probably be the last play before the 4th. Wilson is going to run, and he's trying to run away, and he gets sacked for the 3rd consecutive time. 4th and 33 for Denver. And the 3rd quarter comes to an end. 4th coming up here at Empower Field. 7-7 between the Broncos and the Raiders. A touchdown in the 1st for Las Vegas. A touchdown in the 2nd for Denver. No scoring at all in the 3rd, and now we come to the 4th. 4th and 33 for Denver. And taken down immediately at the 36. Cole Sr. with the return, but really not much of a return as Derek Carr and the offensive line for the Raiders come back out onto the field. 4th quarter getting underway, 7-7. Of course, last week we went to overtime. It was Seattle and Tampa Bay and Munich. I think that was 14-14. It ended in a tie. But Las Vegas and Denver hoping to make sure that doesn't happen and hoping to ensure a winner. One team coming out as supreme, whether it be in the 4th quarter or in an overtime period. Of course, this is the regular season, so there are ties. If it were the playoffs, it'd be different, and we'd be here until midnight if necessary to determine a winner. Carr steps back, and he steps back too far, and now it's 3rd and 21. And I realized I haven't been paying attention, talking about the rules of overtime and such. And the 2-minute warning kicks in here at Empower Field. 2 minutes to go between the Raiders and the Broncos. And I'll remind you once again that coming up after this will be in Mexico City, Estadio Azteca, the final game of the NFL International Series. The 49ers taking on the Cardinals in a rematch of the very first NFL game to be played in Mexico, which was back in 2005. Timeout taken here in the 4th. And speaking of Mexico, their World Cup campaign got underway yesterday, a 1-1 draw with Poland. We've got episode 3 of the World Cup, 4 more matches coming up for you later today. 4th and 19 for the Las Vegas Raiders, and they're going to punt it away to Denver with 1 minute and 57 seconds to go. I really haven't been paying attention, my apologies. But now Denver to get the ball and pushed back to the 24. Well, pushed back near the 21, but he caught it at the 24. And now Russell Wilson coming back on. Hopefully, they're hoping that this time is not as disastrous as the last. Sacked over and over again. I think it was 3 plays in a row that he got sacked. And it was 4th and 33 when Denver punted the ball. Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Broncos. There's the snap. Wilson fires it away, and they've got to go fast here. Time is running out. When you think about it, you really don't want the game to go to overtime. You want to get it over with as quickly as possible. And you want to go home. But you also want to ensure the victory. I don't know what I'm saying. But that strategy coming into play, go, go, go. No huddle here for Denver as Wilson steps back to pass, and the pass is caught. And was he out of bounds? He was. 1:18 to play here in the 4th. 2nd and 3 coming up for Denver. All right, ball on the 48, the opponent's 48. Denver past the 50. And there's the snap. Wilson steps back to pass, and it's caught. And now inside the 45, wrestled down to the ground at the 44. 1st and 10 coming up once again for Denver. And he might have been out of bounds, but the clock doesn't say so, so we're going to keep going. Less than a minute to go now in the 4th quarter. And once again, no huddle for Denver as they elect to just keep going. Wilson fires it away instantaneously, stretches his arm out, gets it past the line. First down again for Denver, and a timeout being called here with 49 seconds to go here in regulation, and we could go to overtime. Denver on the 34. It really could go either way here. Last minute play to win, you never know. Last minute field goal. There's the handoff, and he's going to get past the line inside the 20 and down past the 15. Another timeout being taken here in the fourth. "44 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter between Denver and Las Vegas. And the Broncos just trying to keep things going here as a timeout is taken. First and 10 on the 14. There's the handoff from Wilson. And carried 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Another timeout being called here in the fourth quarter. 40 seconds to go. 40 seconds between Las Vegas and Denver. The Raiders using the last of their timeouts. Ball on the 12, 2nd and 8, coming up for the Broncos. There's the snap and the handoff, and he got 2 yards from it. 3rd and 6. So the clock's still ticking here in the fourth quarter, and I think at this point, they're at the 10-yard line. The Broncos have to go for field goal. And with 10 seconds to go, I think that is precisely what they're going to do. 5 seconds now, and waiting to the last possible second to call a timeout. 2 seconds to go here between Denver and Las Vegas. The Broncos use their second to final timeout, and I don't think they'll need the last one. 2 seconds to play here at Mile High Field, and they are going to bring out the kicker. A field goal attempt coming up here to win the game for the Denver Broncos. It all comes down to this one play. The snap, the kick, and it's good! And the Broncos pull off the last second victory. Literally, the last second. They take the win over their divisional rivals, the Raiders, in this AFC West matchup. The final score, Denver 10, Las Vegas 7. Let's go back to the studio to get ready for the second and final matchup of today's coverage. A last-second win for the Broncos caps off an incredible first game of the day here in our Week 11 coverage. We're now going to cross the border and move down to Mexico City for the final game of the 2022 NFL International Series. On October 2nd, 2005, history was made as the first ever regular season game outside the United States took place at the Estadio Azteca. Dubbed Football Americano, the Arizona Cardinals defeated the San Francisco 49ers 31-14 with an attendance of 103,467 fans. 17 years later, the NFL continues to establish a fan base in the rest of the world. The NFL International Series, which takes place every year, includes London, England, Mexico City, and as of this year, Munich, Germany. This week, it's a rematch of that history-making game in 2005 in the exact same stadium. The real game is scheduled for tomorrow night, but our simulation will be held one day in advance. Our second and final game of the day coming up now, the 49ers taking on the Cardinals in the final game of the NFL International Series, live from the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, Mexico. There goes the kick, and we're underway. The final game of the 2022 International Series getting underway in Mexico City, Mexico. Return carried to the 21. The Arizona Cardinals will start with the ball as Kyler Murray leads the offensive line out onto the field for the first time here tonight. All right. Well, welcome to the Estadio Azteca in Mexico City, Mexico. I don't really know what to say. I'm kind of lost for words. This happens often. There's the handoff, the first play of the game. Connor carries it 3 yards. And 2nd and 7 coming up here for the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona named the host of the 2023 Super Bowl, although I don't know if I don't know if they'll be playing in their stadium. I don't know if they'll be playing in the Super Bowl. Doesn't look very good for Arizona, their playoff hopes, but you never know. The Philadelphia Phillies won the World Series, so miracles can happen. Kyler Murray, the first pass of the day, throws it to McBride. 17-yard catch. As we take a look at the replay, number 85 gives Arizona the first down at the 41. There's the snap. Murray steps back to pass, now gonna run, and slides down at the 47. Gain of 6 on that play. 2nd and 4 coming up here for Arizona. Kyler Murray with a confident strut after giving Arizona that 6-yard gain. That scoreboard isn't accurate. It's 2nd down. You just gotta love Madden. There's the handoff. And down just before the line. 3rd and 1 coming up at the 50. Gain of 3 on that play for Arizona. Warner with the tackle, I think it said. Whatever. Of course I'm reading out the scoreboard. Here we go. 3rd and 1 for the Arizona Cardinals at the 50-yard line. Murray fakes the handoff, carries it past the line himself, and down on the 45. 1st and 10 coming up for Arizona. Gain of 5 as well as the first down. Connor with Murray faking the handoff. Murray carries it himself to get the first down. You know, they say if you want something done right, you've got to do it yourself. And that is exactly what Kyler Murray did. Now the handoff for real this time to Connor. And it's a gain of 8 for Arizona. Down on the 38. Cardinals moving up the field here at the Estadio Azteca. Home of the Mexico national soccer team. And I believe, although correct me if I'm wrong, Club America in Liga MX. 10 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Final play of the quarter most likely as Murray hands off to Connor again. And it's a first down to close out the first quarter. And as I mentioned in the other game, Mexico getting their World Cup campaign underway yesterday against Poland. I believe it was a 1-1 draw at the Lusail Stadium in Qatar. And we've got episode 3 of the World Cup coming up for you later today. And a good start to the first quarter here for the second quarter here for the Cardinals as they get the first down. Once again, carried to the 15-yard line, getting closer and closer to that end zone. First down once again for the Cardinals. Here we go. Murray fires it away, but it's incomplete. That'll stop the clock. 2:30 to go. 2:30 to play here in the second quarter at the Estadio Azteca between Arizona and San Francisco. Am I repeating myself? I feel like I'm repeating myself, or at least stating the obvious. Sometimes I'm lost for words. 2nd and 10, now Murray running, and he will run all the way to the end zone, and just like that first down, Kyler Murray comes in here for the Cardinals, the hero for Arizona in this game, runs the ball into the end zone for the touchdown. It's 6-0. The Arizona Cardinals taking the lead here in the second quarter. The point after touchdown is good. 7-0. With 2:24 to play in the second quarter. Just getting underway here at the Estadio Azteca. Well, not just getting underway, but still in the early part of the game, at least for now. Well, this is quite an intermission. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Even quick presentation has its faults. Oh, the wonders of Madden. Or should I say, the fall of Madden. But it's the most realistic game out there. If there were something else, I'd use it. I used Sunday Rivals last season. Okay, enough of the fourth wall breaking. Let's get back to the action. 2:24 to play here in the second quarter as the San Francisco 49ers get the ball once again. There's the snap. Garoppolo steps back to pass, and it is incomplete this time. And Garoppolo with the ball for the first time today. And I've just realized that Arizona's held the ball for the full game. Of course, until now. They made the most of it, though. It's 7-0. 2nd and 10 here for San Francisco after an incomplete pass by Jimmy Garoppolo. It's incomplete again. 3rd and 10. Clock stops at 2:16 here in the second quarter. The ball on the 25. And we've covered most, if not all, of the NFL International Series this season. We were at Wembley, we were at Tottenham, we were in Munich last week, and now, this week, we're in Mexico City. Oh, that's an interception! And now, carried past the 20, and the 10, and down at the 8. And just like that, the Cardinals within scoring range, in the red zone. And I don't think they'll be there for long. What an interception! Carried to the 4, the first play here of the second possession for Arizona, and the 2-minute warning kicking in here. 2 minutes to go before halftime here at the Estadio Azteca. And the Cardinals definitely in the red zone, deep in the red zone. 2nd and goal here at the 4. And Murray looks a bit panicked here, but he slides into the end zone, and for the second time, Kyler Murray himself runs the ball into the end zone for a touchdown. 13-0 Cardinals. And now the point after touchdown coming up as we take a look at the aerial view for a second. The kick is up, and it's good. 14-0. The Cardinals with a 2-touchdown lead here in the second quarter. Not a very good first half so far for the 49ers. Can they turn it around as they get the ball once again here in Mexico City? We'll find out in the finale to the 2022 NFL International Series. You know, a couple weeks ago, sometime in London, and I mentioned this, I think it was in Munich, the commissioner, Roger Goodell, spoke about some sort of international expansion to the NFL, you know, some sort of European division, I think he said. I, for one, would be quite interested to see that. You know, even in Japan, they're playing American football. It's, I think it might be called the X League. And they have the championship game every, like the beginning of January every year in the Tokyo Dome. So it's not a single country sport. But when you think about it, you know, I guess I'm kind of getting off onto a tangent here. But when you think about it, there is no such thing as a sport that's exclusive to one country. There are Australian football fans in the United States. I would know. I'm one of them. Alright, that was a bit of a tangent. Down on the 47. 1st and 10. Good pass there. Good start to this possession for the 49ers after the interception in the last possession. Well, yeah, you know, all sports at some level are international. There are Australian football fans in the U.S. There are cricket fans in the U.S. That's why we have the AFL and we have cricket on this channel. We covered the T20 World Cup last weekend, England and Pakistan, that simulation. So, the point I'm trying to make here is an international expansion to the NFL. You know, it's something I'm in favor of. Would it work? I don't know. But it would definitely be an interesting experiment. First down again for the 49ers, down at the 32. You know, I just remembered there's such a thing as the European League of Football. One of the teams is known as the Vienna Vikings, and it's basically a ripoff, but it's purple and gold and the whole thing. As far as I know, the NFL haven't sued yet, so we'll see what happens. But it is a thing. It is a thing. And it raises the question, where would you put, say, a London team? My suggestion would be Wembley Stadium. There is no team inhabiting Wembley Stadium, except, of course, the England national team. Garoppolo steps back to pass here as my tangent continues. And down on the 14, another timeout taken. And I just think it would be interesting. Wembley is unoccupied for most of the year, except for England games and concerts and things of that nature. But in conclusion to this, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. In conclusion, it will be interesting to see the NFL expand into Europe or something like that. After all, the NHL has 7 teams in Canada, and it's still called the National Hockey League. Garoppolo steps back to pass, and in the end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here for the 49ers. And I guess that gives me more time to talk about football in Europe. Nah, it's just something that I think would be interesting, and maybe, you know, it's caused me not to pay as much attention to this game, but who cares? 2nd and 10, there's the snap, stepping back to pass, and it's caught. Steps out of bounds to stop the clock. 47 seconds to go. 3rd and 5 for San Francisco at the 9. And, you know, I see no way that the 49ers get out of this without a field goal attempt. That's just me. I don't know. Maybe if time runs out. But I do think San Francisco will score, or at least get close to scoring. If they don't score on this play, 3rd and 5, Garoppolo intercepted again! I never thought about interceptions. The 2nd interception of the day for the Cardinals, and now he stumbles a little bit. He takes it from the red zone all the way to the 49ers 35. I have never seen anything like that. I probably have, but nonetheless, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And the 2nd possession for San Francisco ending in the same way as the 1st. So there is a way they get out of this without scoring, and it is called an interception. 2nd and 2 coming up on the 27 here. Kyler Murray runs it inside 20, down at, well, we'll find out when we take a look back at the scoreboard. Timeout here in the 2nd quarter, once again. And down at the 18, 25 seconds to go here in the 2nd. What a game so far. What a first half to the finale of the NFL International Series for 2022. 25 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. There's the snap. And he goes down. And there's a sack. Bosa gets a sack here. And it's 2nd and 17 for the Cardinals. Clock keeps ticking, and you've got to wonder, with a 2-touchdown lead, are they going to take a timeout? A timeout is taken. Let's see who it was taken by. And it was Arizona. So I guess they might go for one more attempt at scoring. Let's find out. Maybe a field goal. Yes, they are going to try and kick a field goal from the 25. Let's see how this ends up. The kick is up, and it's good. 17-0, a huge lead for the Cardinals. Going into halftime, 7 seconds to go. And, you know, really no point to this upcoming kickoff, but nonetheless, it's going to happen. As we see the camera from the camera embedded inside the field here. The lights are bright at the Estadio Azteca tonight. Of course, as I mentioned, the real game's supposed to take place on Monday, but we're supposed to take place tomorrow, but we are doing it today. 7 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Ball on 35, and they're just waiting. And now we're gonna get to the kickoff. Away it goes, and taken out of the end zone inside the 20, down at the 26. And 3 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Nothing to lose, really, for San Francisco. 3 seconds to go. My advice, 2 words: Hail Mary. And we saw it in the Las Vegas. I keep wanting to call them the Oakland Raiders. The only thing that prevents me from doing so is the fact that the scoreboard says LV instead of Oak. Garoppolo elects to kneel, and that'll take us to the third quarter. 17-0. The Arizona Cardinals, 2 touchdowns and 1 field goal. A huge shutout lead so far over the San Francisco 49ers. And San Francisco will receive the ball inside the 30, down to the 31. Good return for San Francisco, and they need a good return. They've had 2 interceptions so far in this game, and hoping to turn things around after halftime, start off the third quarter, make it different than the first and second quarters. Let's find out what they can do as Garoppolo leads the offensive line back onto the field, and now down at the 50, number 23, Christian McCaffrey, with a good run there. Goes and goes and goes. 65 passing yards and 18 rushing yards allowed today by Arizona. Here we go. There's a snap, fired away, pass is caught and carried down to the 35. Samuel with his second catch of the day, 33 total yards here. Let's see the replay. He takes it inside the 40, down to the 35. And the clock keeps ticking here at the Estadio Azteca, running down to 90 seconds as Garoppolo goes down. 2nd and 10 here for San Francisco. One minute to go in the third quarter. The 49ers looking to get the first down once again. And a fast pass by Garoppolo, spiraling out of bounds. 3rd and 10. 51 seconds remaining here in the 51. 49ers still stuck at the 35. And now really the last chance to get that first down if they don't want to punt. And it's been a bad enough day already. Like I said, 2 interceptions in the first half. And the third quarter ticking away. And Garoppolo steps back too far. And he goes down. 4th and 23. And now San Francisco definitely has to punt. As we see the replay here, steps way back, close to the 50. Just couldn't find his man. And it cost him. 4th and 23. Here comes the punter. 10 seconds to go. And the Arizona Cardinals. Oh, that one went out of bounds. Cardinals will have the ball to start off the fourth quarter, but they're going to have one more play here in the third before we get there. So Kyler Murray leading the offensive line once again out of the field here. It's 17-0. The Cardinals having a very, very good day on offense. And when you think about it, on defense too, 2 interceptions. Or maybe it's just a bad day for Garoppolo. It's both. Like I said, sometimes I don't know what I'm saying. I get confused. I get not lost for words that make sense. Here we go, 2nd and 10, and exactly 1 second to go here in the third. Murray fires it away, and it's incomplete. 3rd and 10 as the fourth quarter gets underway. A scoring summary. Every point being scored here in the second. 17-0. The Cardinals really had a good second quarter. 2 touchdowns and a field goal to produce the scoreline you see before you. 17-0. 3 minutes back on the clock as the fourth quarter gets underway. Oh, Murray jumps in the air as he fires it away, and it is caught at the 35. 1st and 10. A good pass there. Kyler Murray 5 for 8 today. 52 passing yards. McBride catching 4 passes. 43 of those passing yards being provided thanks to him. And the clock continues to run down. 2-minute warning coming up here in the fourth. And there's the snap. The handoff by Murray. Carried down to the 44. 2nd and 2. Gain of 8 on that play. Clock keeps ticking. 3, 2, 1. And there's the 2-minute warning kicking in here at the Estadio Azteca. 2 minutes to go in the final game of the 2022 NFL International Series. And the final game of our Week 11 coverage here on Beagle Sports. But we'll be back for Thanksgiving. We've got one featured game for you coming up on Thursday. It's going to be live from US Bank Stadium as the New England Patriots take on the, San Francisco? New England Patriots take on the Minnesota Vikings. That'll be live from US Bank Stadium here on Beagle Sports. Our featured Thanksgiving game this year. There's 3 games that day. Detroit's playing. Dallas is playing the 2 usual suspects, but the night game going to New England and Minnesota. Pass is caught here. And down at the 42, Kyler Murray with another successful pass here at the Estadio Azteca on the 1 minute mark. The 1 minute warning, so to speak, coming up here. Clock keeps ticking, and, neither team really needs timeouts. San Francisco will just be prolonging the inevitable, and the Cardinals have nothing to lose, and they'll definitely have nothing to lose here as they get closer and closer to the end zone. Down at the 7, 1st and goal coming up for the Cardinals. A mad dash, a mad scramble as Connor takes it all the way to the 7, and that'll be the end of the game. The final score here at the Estadio Azteca: Arizona 17, San Francisco 0. A shutout victory for the Cardinals. A terrible day for the 49ers, but the fans in Phoenix and all across Arizona will definitely be very, very happy with this result. For the last time here on NFL Game of the Week, let's go back to the studio. 2 very exciting matches on this week's edition of NFL Game of the Week. The Broncos with a 10-7 win over the Raiders thanks to a last-second field goal in the fourth quarter, and the Cardinals with a 17-0 shutout victory over the San Francisco 49ers in the final game of the 2022 NFL International Series. Thursday is Thanksgiving, and with that comes more football. The NFL Game of the Week Thanksgiving Special will feature the New England Patriots taking on the Minnesota Vikings at US Bank Stadium. Coverage begins at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. Thank you for watching. We hope to see you later today for episode 3 of the FIFA World Cup, and we hope to see you on Thursday for the Patriots and the Vikings. Good night.